Hey everybody, I'm Marty Mongiello, and on this episode of Inside the President's Cabinet, here at the United States Presidential Coloring Museum, we're going to take a look at Thomas Jefferson. This episode is really going to focus on when the ambassador of the United States of America rips off items from another country and really is focused on destroying their economy. So a bit controversial for an ambassador of the United States to do that, and then goes on to become the President of the United States. If somebody did that today as an ambassador for America, they would be discharged by Secretary Pompeo immediately from the United States State Department and taken out of the country. But Thomas Jefferson is visiting outside of Paris and riding through the countryside for several weeks when it becomes quite apparent to him that many people making rice dishes keep telling him, excusez-moi, monsieur, we prefer the rice from Lombardy, and that is why we do not purchase this American rice. He's very intrigued. Where is this region of Lombardy? They warn him it's a dangerous trip across the Alps. Okay, so today it's very easy just to drive at high speed in your car across the Alps, but not so easy in the 1700s. And he does make the trip over there to Italy, to the Lombardy region, and very successfully goes to several of the restaurants and gets to try the very famous arborio rice, which we use to make risotto. And one of the waiters mentions to him one night, "You ask a lot of questions. In fact, it is the rage all over town here. You were at one other restaurant, I think 2 nights ago. It is a punishable offense by death to have this rice, okay? So don't want to have mistake at the border. And they will do that for you, so do not be surprised. They will." Okay, capisco. Do you understand? They will check you. Also, they will go through the luggage, so to not embarrass you. Don't have some in the pocket or try to take out of the country here. It is on the book, in the writing for the Italian writing. This is an offense punishable by death. They will kill you after arrest. So please. President Jefferson has the rice actually sewn into the linings of his coat by a seamstress. They do not find the rice, he has it in, and then later on pays a carriage man to smuggle cases of it across the border into France and is shipping it back to the United States. And if you read the president of the Agricultural Society for South Carolina, the letters, he's telling him this indigenous brand of rice is extremely hardy. It makes its own cream sauce, but it is fantastic rice. I believe if we planted this rice, we could overtake the rice trade worldwide, which at the start of the Civil War, that's exactly what happens, my friends. The United States has become the #1 rice producer in the world's history. Also, another very famous thing, maybe it wasn't Kraft brand macaroni and cheese, but President Jefferson purchases a pasta machine, a macaroni noodle maker in Naples, Italy, and is fascinated by the corkscrew that winds down and presses and extrudes the pasta, and you can change the discs at the bottom for different shapes. Also, you may have noticed today we have some of the Jefferson replica china here, the beautiful blue and white. President Jefferson's children ask him, "Daddy, can you please get a copy of a very famous book in the marketplace? All the kids are reading it at school. It's called La Belle et la Bête. And this is the Beauty and the Beast." Maybe you know this story from Disney. We have one of the originals here, and we're very proud of that. One of the most fascinating things about Thomas Jefferson was his favorite mockingbird Dick that would fly around in the state dining room. President Jefferson was actually one of the first tweeters who loved to tweet, and he would talk back and forth by tweeting with the mockingbird, who, little Dick, the mockingbird, would often land on the president's shoulder and eat food out of his mouth. Hey, thanks friends so much for joining us again. I really appreciate it. You can subscribe right down there. We would love for you to subscribe, so click on subscribe. And looking forward to seeing you again real soon for another episode of Inside the President's Cabinet.